Hi, my name is Sandy and I'm with It Girl today to answer the most searched questions about me. This is Search Bar. Good, okay. Where is Sandy from? I am from Orange County, California, from a town called Tustin, T-Town. What was Sandy's first job? My first job was actually working at a skateboard shop in high school. It was active ride shop. Those that know. I don't know if they have active anymore, but it was like the shit. It was like the coolest job to have in high school and I loved it. How were you casted for the ultimatum? I was reached out to on Instagram randomly. To be honest, I didn't think it was real and I kind of dodged the guy that was reaching out to me for like a couple weeks and eventually I just caved in and I took a call from him. Do couples go on the ultimatum to break up? I don't think couples go on the ultimatum to break up, but to be honest, if you are going on the ultimatum, I do think that there's like maybe issues in your relationship because to issue an ultimatum, I think you kind of have to be a little bit in a tough spot. So it really is like a make or break thing for your relationship. What is something viewers wouldn't know about the ultimatum? I think most viewers probably wouldn't understand like maybe how long and hard the ultimatum is. We filmed for like 2 straight months and then that's all condensed into like 10 episodes. Most of the stuff that happens, you don't see. What was my last conversation with Nick? God, it's been a really long time. I think my last conversation with him, right when we shot for a podcast in like December and we had a conversation after that and I basically was like, don't ever talk to me again. And I think that was it. What was dating after being on reality TV like? Well, I didn't really date after being on reality TV. Like I never went on any dates, never really got on any dating apps. I kind of kept to myself. I think I was like so overwhelmed with everything. And then I kind of randomly started dating one of my friends and now we're in a relationship. So I never really like dated outside of him. How much were you paid for the ultimatum? I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I'm all about like transparency, but I don't know if I'm allowed to. So I'm gonna just take a shot for this. Yep, tastes like college. We love it. How did Perfect Match come about? Perfect Match, Netflix just reached out to me after Ultimatum and kind of was gauging to see if I'd be interested in doing another show potentially. And I was interested because it seemed like a fun, lighthearted experience compared to kind of what I went through on the ultimatum. So I was interested, you know, why not? Did I go into Perfect Match for love or for clout? That's funny. Well, you know what? I think with Perfect Match, like thankfully there's not, you know, like an engagement at the end. It's not a super serious show, but I was actually looking for a real relationship. I definitely was like, okay, I want a real connection that I can like have outside of this. I definitely cannot like fake anything. I can't just like do it for clout. I wanted to form some genuine connections and friendships. I think that was a really big thing that I missed out on Ultimatum. We couldn't really become friends with the other castmates until after filming. So I wanted to like make some friendships. What is something viewers wouldn't know about Perfect Match? Perfect Match is like, it was a very fun, lighthearted experience, but there was a lot of like intense feelings and drama involved just like with the relationships. I think that's something that maybe you see, maybe you don't, I don't really know, but a lot of the relationships got kind of intense, like really quickly. I think it was a pretty like intense environment, surprisingly. How much was I paid for Perfect Match? I can tell you a lot more than Ultimatum, but I'm not gonna disclose the number. So I guess I'm gonna take another shot. Yeah. Which Perfect Match contestant was least authentic? Oh God. Fuck. No, I can't answer that. That's mean. What is Rachel Recchia like in real life? Rachel is a real life angel. She is one of the most like down to earth, authentic people. And to be honest, she's exactly how she is on TV in real life. She is one of my girls. I love her. Are Netflix reality stars under strict NDAs? Well, of course, especially when you're with Netflix, you know, we can't answer a lot of questions, so. Oh God. Do you think Louis and Huda are a good match? Yeah, I actually do. I think that they're a good match.
Have you met her?
I have not met her, no. But just from what I know about Louis and her, they actually seem like a really cute couple. So I wish them the best. Who is Sandy dating? Oh, cute. There's little Greg questions on here. I am dating this guy, Greg. He is from Orange County. He was one of my good friends for a while. And then we just randomly fell in love and started dating. How did Sandy meet Greg? We met at my friend's birthday trip in Mexico. This was back in December 23. And I met him there and we became friends from there. And then a year later, we started dating. How do you feel about fans saying Greg resembles your ex? Me and Greg, we actually think it's pretty funny. We can see it, we get it, I get it. I have a type, I'm sorry. I like what I like, okay? People will come up to him and they think that he is my ex and they will ask for a picture. And he loves to fuck with people and pretend that he's my ex and I get all mad. So I think he likes it sometimes even more than me. But you know, we're always getting compared to people. I look like this person, he looks like this person, but whatever, it's fun. What are my dating red flags? If they're still friends with their ex, we're not doing that. We do not need to be friends with your ex. I'm not putting up with that shit again, sorry. We need somebody with a lot of friends that's close with their family. If they're not close with their family, I think that's really sketchy. What's the worst thing about dating in 2025? Honestly, maybe Instagram, I don't know. We love it and we kind of hate it. I think with dating, it can just cause so many issues that are not even actual issues. It's just annoying. It makes things seem a lot worse than they are and we just don't need that extra drama, you know? What are my keys to confidence? Ooh, I love this question because I'm all about confidence. You know, okay, I adopted the fake it till you make it. If I walk into a room sometimes and I feel even what am I doing here? I don't belong here. Or, oh my God, you kind of feel a little bit intimidated maybe. You just gotta fake it till you make it. You have to, you know, transform your perspective and you really just have to feel like you are that girl. I also think with confidence, you have to be in tune with yourself. So you need to spend time with yourself, you need to know yourself, you need to work on yourself, you need to feel good about who you are as a person and really love yourself. I know it sounds cheesy, but seriously, you have to love yourself in order to be fully confident. But if you're ever feeling you don't know where the fuck you are, just pretend like you do and trust me, it'll come. What was my worst experience with an influencer? I don't know. I haven't had any bad experiences with influencers. I will say, I don't take anything personally. And even if someone's a bitch to me, I'm oh, they're just having a bad day. That's a them problem. So I might not be the best person to ask because I just don't really take anything personally. What was my worst experience with a reality star? I don't know. I think there was maybe a little drama on Perfect Match that we don't maybe need to talk about. I don't know if I need to take a shot because I'm already tipsy. Okay, what's next for Sandy? Well, I feel like the world is my oyster and there's a lot on the horizon and I'm really excited about. I'm just excited to work on some business ventures and live my free life with my boyfriend and be out in the open with him and getting into the fashion space. I've always been kind of in the business space, but just being close and connected to a lot of really strong, like-minded women in the space has been so amazing and kind of working on some things, so stay tuned, but definitely you'll be seeing a lot more of me. Okay, that was all the questions. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Sandy_gal, and TikTok is Sandy with 2 Y's gal, and that's it.
That's so fun. It's so
My
fun.
brain is like not fully functioning right now.